It's an early kickoff, so it's even earlier for us. So we're right about to kick off, so we're going to jump right into it. It's Blackburn versus Leicester. Won't you join us? Yes, I hope you're ready for pleasantries with the football at the same time, because we are moments away from kickoff here at Ewood Park. Michael, are you ready to join me? Michael, what time is it?
It is 3:59 a.m. and it's beer 30.
Oh my gosh.
Beer
I
30.
thought you would at least wait until halftime. I admire the dedication.
Oh, dedicated. I can't watch the football without having a little drinky drink. But we're about to kick it off. Maybe we should try to sync it up. I don't know what it looks like on your screen. The players are all around the circle. A Blackburn player standing over the ball.
Yep.
Referee.
I've got moments from kickoff. There's one guy from Blackburn just running back and forth. And we've kicked off.
Bang.
And apparently the character count for the EFL broadcast graphics is just not quite enough, because it is Blackburn R versus Leicester.
That's it. That's all they get today. They're the Blackburn R's on the broadcast here.
Now, in the standings, results have gone our way yesterday, so I believe we have the opportunity to go 2 points clear at the top. Should we win today, we'll also go clear with a draw, and we can put ourselves 4 points clear of the playoff spots with a win today.
Great start of the season so far. We're too good for this division, and today we have a chance to go up to the top of the table all by ourselves. First meeting of two Premier League title winning teams in the championship ever. So that's something cool.
I never would have thought of that, but absolutely correct. Blackburn Rovers, I believe, winners of the inaugural Premier League season.
I think they might even
of course,
have a
Leicester
couple.
City's needs no reminding.
Blackburn is a cautionary tale of a club that can win the title, drop out of the division, and then never return, because I don't think they've even come close.
No, I think their last season in the Premier League was 2015-16.
Right.
I actually was whenever they were wearing this one.
There you
go. So now also as well, if you're watching at home, Blackburn are attacking from right to left in their half and half strips. Leicester City attacking from left to right in our golden shirts.
In our golden shirts that I swore was a keeper kit, but okay.
They give me a little bit of Wolves vibes from Blackburn's goalkeeper forced to wait for the ball to trickle into his area, and it took a little longer than would have been comfortable, but they do scoop up and try to start again. Both teams a little sloppy in the early 2 minutes here. Lot of misplaced passes for both sides, but no clear-cut chances as yet. Hermansen just telling the team to calm down a little bit. Let me get the lineup ticker up for us. I think the biggest news for us for this match is the fact that Fatawu gets a start.
Yeah, Abdul Fatawu getting a start. I think this might be his second start.
Mavididi tries to chip over Pearce from well outside. Sorry, Fatawu tries to chip Pearce from well outside the penalty area. Catches him off his line and forces him to tip it up over the bar. And 3 minutes into the game, we've got a corner kick. Could have been offside, but was not flagged. Of course, no VAR in this league. Looks like it was making its way over the bar.
Oh, he got a touch to it. I don't know if he had to do that or not, but just to make sure he put it over the bar. Abdul Fatawu.
You don't want to be the keeper that gets beaten from there. Better to give away a corner than a goal.
Yeah, absolutely. I like this kid. He looks hungry.
And on that note, he sends another fucking pass, meets him with his head, and we're 1-0 up less than 4 minutes into the game. And it is Leicester City 1, Blackburn Rovers 0.
What a ball from Fatau. In swinging from the early
incredible cross back to the back post. Wout Faes taking advantage of every single inch of his frame there. Actually, I think he's beaten by his man there. He's in front of him, but the ball goes right over him, and you cannot meet Faes better with that cross. Right off the middle of his forehead, past Pears and into the Blackburn goal.
What a great goal. What a good ball in from Fatau. And Wout Faes rises above. Great timing on his
shot
jump.
On target, first goal.
Wout Faes comes into the team.
Is his hair a little shorter than it was last season?
Oh, I think maybe the rain and the moisture is giving it a little, making it a little short, giving it a little quick. Oh no, maybe he went.
That's fair. That's fair. I was watching the Manchester United match with a buddy of mine yesterday, and the rain was coming down in Lancashire yesterday. So I imagine it's not pleasant at Ewood Park today.
No, I don't think so. There was even mud on the pitch. In what was the last game yesterday? I forget. Spurs.
Oh, Spurs Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
after
I watched the United match, I met up with some friends for a lunch. And what I didn't realize was the restaurant that we went to was apparently next door to the Tottenham Hotspur supporters bar.
Oh, wow. Well, they were having a great time yesterday then now, weren't they?
Oh, yeah. I did not need to keep an eye on the score for that match. Wout Faes heads the ball back to Hermansen. Play has really calmed down since the goal. Leicester City are taking a lot more control, and that suits us. We'll be happy to force Blackburn out of formation, and then that's when we can play a quick passing play.
Oof. Kind of sad that Blackburn couldn't sell more seats for this match, but so is the championship, I guess. Going to be
it's a championship, but it's also a noon kickoff.
Right, yeah. I just think that we're going to see a lot of not all the way full stadiums when we go away now.
True. Well, the Venky's ownership also really hasn't been incentivizing people to go to the matches, and the number of Venky's logos that I am seeing around Ewood Park during this broadcast. Blackburn Rovers with their first corner of the game. Cross comes in. KDH heads away. Volleyed from outside the box, blocked by Wout Faes.
Blackburn still with the ball, still maintaining possession.
Low cross blocked and cleared. Justin comes in with the block on that one. Daniel, we can go into that at the next break and play for sure. And on that note, the ball has just trickled out of play for a goal kick. Michael, I feel like your tale's a little bit more noble than mine. If you want to go first.
I'll ask you both what got you to support Leicester. Well, I just have told this story a million times. I was watching football and wait.
Oh, ball's given away in the penalty area from a wayward pass. Cross comes over, headed on, collected by Hermansen. Smodic with the chance, but does not get any power behind his header.
Yeah, this is going to be happening to us until we get it right. Hermansen trying to play it out from the back, and it happens again. Oh, and this time they punish us. Smodic didn't get his chance last time. Take his chance. This time he does. I was just going to say this is going to happen to us playing out from the back. We're going to lose the ball. We're going to look sloppy from the ball until we figure it out. And Blackburn punishes us. Wow.
Yeah, that lead did not last long. Only just getting to see the replay on it here. Hermansen himself gives the ball away from a
Oh.
short clearance. Very sloppy from us there. I'm
Harry
not
Winks.
I don't know why he's trying to pass to Winks there. Like Winks was clearly marked. He didn't have any options, but at that point, just hoof it clear.
Yeah, he's not going to huff it clear. That's just not the way that it's going to work. But he tries to give the ball to Harry Winks while Harry Winks is clearly marked. Harry Winks just gets shoved off the ball by the Blackburn player. He's looking for a foul, but it's not ever coming, not in that position.
Now, that said, we're already back on the attack up on the left flank.
It's back
KDH
on.
is forced to turn around, but we're forward in numbers. But we're forced to go back to the midfield.
And Wildfast takes it all the way back to Hermansen, so we could set it back up. Whew, man. So much for the really good start. Blackburn answers back almost immediately. 1-1 going into the 11th minute.
Still don't look comfortable on the ball yet, though, which gives me some confidence. And already right now we're trying to do the same. That said, I think this has been a pretty consistent weakness for us, especially as we try to play out from the back, is teams that are able to play very high presses against us.
And the referee's not giving us the foul.
But he will give Blackburn the foul. Free kick after Sigurdsson gets taken down.
But Ricardo gets absolutely just shoved in the back. And no call by the referee. Blackburn gets possession and charges back up the field. Fatau clatters his man from behind to earn Blackburn a free kick. Here we go. Misplaced pass by Blackburn.
Beautiful interception in our defensive third, though, and Fatau has the chance to break forward on the right flank. He sends a ball, finds Vardy, cross into the center, cleared.
Whew.
We're having the right ideas, though.
I'm glad Fatau was getting to play because he has a very forward-thinking mind. He's direct. Mavididi, he likes to do too many step-overs and rollovers. Fatau,
he's giving me shades of early Mavididi, though, where it's just the pace on the flank and the ability to just get clear before making the cross instead of, don't get me wrong, I love Mark Albrighton, but I feel like he doesn't have that same ability to get clear before he sends his cross in, and that forces him to rely on much higher crosses, whereas Mavididi and Fatau can be much more direct.
Right, and they could get past the man. Ball pinging around that 18-yard box. Blackburn. Looks like we're ball watching a lot.
Oh, and the lofted ball might fall comfortably here, but it's a terrible volley. And that will be out for a goal kick.
Oof. A lot of diving in challenges. A little scrappy around the box. Eventually falls nicely for the Blackburn player who just swings a leg at it and puts it way over the bar.
And I'm kind of forced to agree with you here that it's just we struggle with teams who can press effectively. Absolutely. And hopefully that's something that we're going to see improved as the season continues, because that's just playing out from the back this slowly, I would say. Or just, I don't know quite the right way to put it, but to play out from the back trying to maintain this much control is something that a lot of these players aren't used to yet. And when it works, boy, does it work. Yeah, but it leaves very open against teams that can press. We saw that against Liverpool for sure.
Yeah, you have to be decisive. You have to be brave. When you get the ball, you have to know what you're going to do with it. And, yeah, you have to be deliberate. This wishy-washy.
Very good way to put it.
Yeah, wishy-washy, not knowing where you're going to go when you get it, leads to things like the Blackburn goal. Blackburn takes the ball for
turnover, and they're coming forward in numbers. Played out to the right side of the penalty area, shot taken from distance, comfortably collected by Hermansen. But we can't keep giving away shots like this.
Hermansen's already had to make a couple saves, if you call those saves. Shots on target, he's had to collect. Ndidi pressing the ball forward, though. Now we're into their third. Ooh, Didi tries to switch it far.
Well overcooks that ball, looking for Mavididi.
Didi.
And just cuts to Maresca there, who is wearing probably the single largest lapel pin that I have ever seen in my life.
It's a button.
Sigurdsson coming forward for Blackburn now on the left. He cuts inside, plays it wide. Cross is blocked and kind of trickles into the penalty area. Will clear, but only as far as a Blackburn shirt. Blackburn forward in numbers here. I think the entire team is inside of our half. Lofted ball.
Ooh.
And free kick on the outside of the penalty area.
Fatau just chops the man down.
It's
Boy's
a very
excited.
cheeky cut in. And that's a
He
booking.
gave him a card? Yeah, he's a little excited. I think the referees already had to say something to him a couple times. He runs past his man, just hangs the leg out and chops his ankle. But yeah, the young man, he's excited for this match. You know, I think it's his first Premier League start. I think his last start was in a cup match. And I mean, he's exciting to watch. He just needs to calm down a little bit, get his bearings. He's a young man. Blackburn with a chance here. Free kick.
I don't know who Blackburn's number 23 is. He's just run over the ball as the free kick is taken collected by Hermansen. But he looks like an AI-generated championship footballer.
Prototype.
The focused look, the close-cut trim.
Right.
He is the portrait of a championship footballer that came with the frame.
Number 23, Adam Wharton for Blackburn Rovers. And we're playing it out from the back.
Again, good analysis here that in transition, our midfield is non-existent. It leaves the defenders exposed. I think that also comes from the way that Blackburn is setting up defensively, though, because we can see it here. We want to play this ball forward. We're holding it right in the center circle. Every single person in our midfield is marked because they know that most likely we're not going to be playing this long.
Yeah, they man mark us.
They man mark us when we're pushing forwards, but the moment that we're back in our defensive third, they're pushing forward in waves.
Farty comes all the way to the center circle to try to link the play up.
But we're holding patiently. We're waiting for them to break formation. We're just holding the ball, standing over it.
We're just waiting for a good couple runs. Looks like we need like simultaneous runs when the ball moves because Blackburn, they're not going to come out of this man marking. Here we go. They did.
Now that said, we've broken that line. Wings pushes forward to Mavididi, who gets tackled, throwing.
Bad first touch from Mavididi. Left the ball out there for the Blackburn player to come and challenge for it. Out for a Leicester throw. Foss.
Lofted ball. We maintain possession. Oh, and that was a free kick given.
Oof, Fatau. He's a little too excited.
Going to assume that this is a Blackburn Rovers fan that's joining us then, but lovely to have you. I needed to take a hot second before I put this on screen to make sure that Ben Diaz wasn't one of those names trying to just like get the better of us, especially early in the morning here.
Right, yes.
But yeah, I know that he's gone to go play in Spain. And again, high pressing here from Blackburn. Hermansen forced to play the pass quickly, but Foss maintains possession for us. Goes back to Hermansen. Yeah, Blackburn almost forcing us to play what feels like a Rodgers type of football because possession is just vast majority being held by Vestergaard and Foss going back and forth, waiting for an opening. But there's just none having yet from Blackburn.
Foss carrying the ball into their
Foss
half.
takes forward through
He
one,
passes
two
like 3 or
lines to
4.
the edge of the penalty area. He wants it by himself.
Ooh, and he gets it out to Fatau. Nice.
Shot
Fatau
from
takes the
distance is
shot.
blocked and cleared.
Ooh.
But that might just be a little bit of a sign of what it takes to break down this Blackburn side, that they're going to cover all those passing angles, but because they're committing so much to that man marking, there's room to run.
You're gonna have to maybe beat your man with the ball. And that's what Vestergaard was trying to do on the Blackburn goal.
We've got a lot of diminutive players forward, so we are going to struggle to play the ball forward up and over those defensive lines.
We got to press Blackburn better than we are, because they just broke our lines really easy. Good through
That's
ball.
a lovely through ball to find Sigurdsson. He breaks into the penalty area, cuts inside, and a great tackle there.
Great defensive tackle by Ricardo. He didn't go for the fake. He didn't slide.
And then Wharton tries to play the ball into the area, and now Leicester can look to break. Blackburn's out of shape.
A great 1-2-3 to get the ball out of there.
The man who has absolutely shredded the back of his socks.
KDH already. Oh, he gets the socks pulled up a little bit today. But yeah, 21st minute, Blackburn gets an equalizer immediately after Leicester goes up, and we thought we were
good turn there to help us maintain possession, though, but then a wasteful first touch on that run, and we give the ball away.
Mavididi needs to get into the game. He needs the ball a little more.
We need to be a little bit more creative in midfield, because if a team is going to try to man mark and press us like this, we need to run and we need to tire them out so that they can't sustain this for 90 minutes. But we're just holding the ball at the center circle here. They can do that all day.
Yeah, we need a little more movement off the ball. When the ball moves, you move. Like Ludacris said, just like that.
And there we go. That's some creative passing. Chipped ball that was looking for KDH. I can see the idea there, but they'll head the ball back to Pears and regain possession.
Blackburn quickly. Oof.
Sigurdsson's becoming a real problem for us. Another through ball that finds him on the left flank. He cuts over, passes in towards the middle, trying to find Smodic. And they do find their man, but his first touch is too heavy, and that is out for a goal kick.
Blackburn playing some really good stuff through our lines, and then when they get around the box, it looks like they know exactly what to do.
Their position deceives them. I believe right now they're 17th, but at the same time, I think it's 6th and 17th are separated by 4 points. 6 points.
Still early in the season.
And this is setting up again. Hermansen has nobody that he can pass the ball to, and he's forced to play it well upfield. I don't think it's just Winks, but it's basically that midfield line, because they're not just marking Winks, but they're also covering Dewsbury Hall. They're also covering Ndidi. And we don't like to play lofted through balls. So we're not just going to go straight from Foss, Vestergaard, Hermansen to Fatawu and Mavididi. But it's clearly something that that Maresca has to be more adaptable to, because we've been getting frustrated by a lot of teams this season. We have the talent to improve past it, but it still leaves us vulnerable. Now, that said, Foss just, or I think it was either Foss or Vestergaard just trips the ball forward. He was looking for Vardy there.
Oh, get on it.
Vardy get on it. Oh. Well too heavy a pass to him, though, and the best in the world can't have a first touch to control a pass that high, that hard in a penalty area while marked. Whoa, but that right there, nearly a through ball that finds Vardy. I believe we have a corner.
Yeah, it caught a little deflection on its way out.
I'm seeing they were just showing Blackburn Rovers, I believe, left back, man with the surname Pickering, which always just amuses me because Pickering is a very mediocre suburb of Toronto.
Of course.
Cross comes in. Foss nearly finds a header again, but it will be cleared as far as Winks. And Blackburn just staying inside that penalty area. Justin tries to play around his man, but he overcooks that ball and it's out for a throw-in.
Wow, Fast feeling good. Just kind of mistimes that jump, but he had a free look at it.
I don't even think he mistimes it. I just think the cross was a little too high for him because he's only a couple centimeters beneath that ball.
Yeah. Got to push in the back there towards the end of it.
Ronnie Pickering. That is a name that, like, I as a Torontonian would make up if I need like a quick fictional character for a story. Shot taken from distance, and I think it skims the crossbar as it goes over. Jamie Vardy pulling chances out of his hat there.
Yeah, he hasn't hit one like that in a while. That's for damn sure. Bang.
Yeah, it does clip the bar on its way over.
Leicester is massive, and we have fans all around the world.
I was going to say we kind of got cut off on our origin stories, I guess, but to be clear, we supported this team before the Premier League winning season.
Yeah, and even if we didn't,
we shouldn't have to justify it just because we have accents.
And Elijah's is Canadian. He's not from the US.
KDH plays a low shot that trickles in and will be cleared, but only as far as Harry Winks. And we're trying to find some room again. Vestergaard finds Mavididi on the wing. He cuts inside.
Leaves it for KDH. Why does he go for power there?
It's just too high. I think he had an open pass to Vardy on the other end of the area.
He never looks
up.
He
just gets a little too much under the ball, and it's about a foot over the net. You gotta, if you're gonna take the shot there, you've got to test the goalkeeper.
Yeah, you got to put that on target.
That's true. Just wondering how you came across these lot instead of Huddersfield Town.
No, honestly, Jamie, when I was picking my teams in that 14-15 season, it was like Leicester, Swansea, or Spurs. I still get emails from because I had like signed up for a Spurs like mailing list back then, like seriously 2014, 2015, and I still get emails from Spurs.
Watford has been trying so hard to get me to be a season ticket holder because I ordered a shirt from them. I get so many membership emails from Watford.
Could never support a London club.
But yeah, for me, like I had a basket of teams that I liked in 2008, which was when I got into football. But I kind of picked Leicester City and added them to that basket it was actually due to the relegation into League One because there was an article in a magazine that got imported. And I loved the kit with the as Jamie Vardy breaks into the penalty area and he makes Who cares why I got into this team? Because we are winning this game again. And it is Blackburn Rovers 1, Leicester City 2. And that is where that defensive play from Blackburn is vulnerable because if we play those passes correctly, he's gone.
What a ball from Fatau!
He sent up that flank and then a pixel perfect pass to Jamie Vardy. First touch, beautiful. Oh. Second touch on the half volley, beats pairs. And just like that, we have a second goal and a third host.
Not for long.
Oh, wow. What a goal by Jamie Vardy. Did you see that, Jono?
I can't watch the game. I'm busy, but I just want to say hello.
Jono, you
I was
just
just-
missed a Jamie Vardy. Oh my goodness, man. Jamie Vardy.
All right,
Yeah.
cut it.
Yeah.
But, I saw the lineup. Very strong lineup again. It's nice how he's not afraid to rotate players. Like McAteer is
Yep.
out, he's been one of my best players. He's out. So
And Fatawu has really impressed me so far this game.
Ricardo's always come good. As long as he stays, that's the thing. If he stays fit, that's when he's his best. But it's nice to see now that he's brought Suter back as well. I think whatever they had in the background may have been resolved, or the injury to Doyle has forced him to make that decision. Either way, it's good to see him back in the squad.
Oh, Blackburn on the break here, though. It's Smodic on the outside of the penalty area. He's offside.
I caution to think that Suter is back in because we are out of the cup now. And I
I'm
think
happy.
maybe
Unpopular opinion.
I think
I'm
maybe
vocal
that
about.
because we had that midweek game that he rotated, because there were 10 changes to that match.
Yeah, likewise, I don't think Mark Albrighton starts a league game this season unless we have some fixture congestion. And
Yeah.
he started against Liverpool. As Blackburn get a near chance in the right at the penalty spot there, but some good blocking and the ball is cleared for a throw-in.
So Blackburn has been getting finding some space with the ball wide and being able to get their crosses in.
Yeah, like I said, their position in the league sets to deceive because they've been playing very well. They've been very efficient in their possession and very, very rigid in their defense. They have a very clear shape and a very clear game plan, which you wouldn't expect from a team in 17th.
No.
Yeah, the ball from Fatawu for Vardy goal was special. Like, it took out 2 defenders and the keeper, and Vardy had a great first touch to set himself up for the shot.
Before, I'm just going to say quickly hello to everyone. Hope you enjoyed the game's good, but I'm going to nip off now, but I'm going to give my score prediction. I think it's going to be 3-2 to Leicester. I think with that stupid mistake we made by playing from the back, cost us. I think we have another goal in us to lose. I think we are still making mistakes, but I think we have enough quality in Vardy and, Mavididi to get the job done. So I think, and this is so important because if we win this, we go 2 points above Ipswich.
Not only 2 points, but we also go 4 points clear of the playoffs. So we'll be an automatic promotion with essentially a game in hand.
Exactly. So this game is vital. But good luck with the stream and come on, Leicester.
Cheers, Jono. I'm inclined to agree with Jono there that I do think that there's another goal for Blackburn in this, but I think in the second half I can see Maresca switching some things up as we come forward again. So I think this is going to end 4-2, but we might get our third
for Mavididi.
Oh. It's blocked by Pears. It looks like he was offside anyways. But yeah, I think this match is probably going to end 4-2. I can see us getting 2 goals in the second half, but I do agree that I think there's another one in this for Blackburn.
Yeah, there is another one in it for Blackburn, and if we don't want to see it happen, I think that midfielders are going to have to just make sure their passes are crisp. Because
we're going to need crisp passing, but we're also going to need we need Ndidi, we need KDH, and we need Winks to start dropping shoulders and making runs. We can't be standing rigidly waiting for the pass to be received. They have to lose their man and get into space.
Fast carrying it forward, leaves it for KDH.
Excellent first touch by Winks to lose his man. Plays it out wide to Mavididi. KDH is hollering for it.
Oh.
Crossed. Headed away for... Little wasteful, I would say, from Pickering there. Just heads the ball out for a corner. He had plenty of...
He didn't know. He didn't know who was behind him, because as soon as he heads it, he looks to see where Fatawu is. He had to deal with that. It was such a really good cross.
You could see the disappointment on his face when he realized that he did not have to do that at all, but understandable, I suppose, in the moment. And look at how we are crowding that back post at the moment. The rest of the penalty box empty.
Yeah, we're bigger than them. We're taller than them. You can tell. This might be one of the first teams that we are bigger than.
Oh. That said, a very good jump from the Blackburn defender there.
Yeah, he got up. He had hops on that one.
Oh, and a wasteful pass from Winks that Blackburn can look to break, but good tracking back from Fatawu to regain possession.
And he needs to be careful because he's on a yellow.
Yeah, both our wingers now, both Mavididi and Fatawu on bookings at the moment. Just as Jono joined in, Mavididi got booked for clipping. I think it was Markandai, who was foul had already been called or a break in play, so he was bent over the ball picking it up, and Mavididi runs by him and clips him with his knee and got into the book for that.
We're back to the man marking and the slow pass back and forth.
And again, this is where I'm saying that, like, we need all of our midfielders are currently backs to goal facing that defensive line. We need somebody to drop a shoulder and make a run so that we can play a through ball to them, because standing pass and move is not going to work against this kind of defense from Blackburn.
And Blackburn, they're going to press and they're going to wait for us to make a mistake.
Because we've already given them a couple chances before that first goal, so they know that they don't need to play with a lot of urgency. They just need to play to goal kicks.
Ooh, nice move. Vestergaard gets it into Ricardo. Carries it forward and leaves it for KDH. Nice.
Ooh, lovely pass from Mavididi to find Ndidi. Sorry, from Fatawu. We go all the way back to Fas.
We are playing in their half, though.
Yes. I do think, because I believe I said it on the last watch along that I was in, that both Maresca and Rogers play very similar kinds of football, of maintain possession at the back and play forwards when you find an opening. But Maresca is more aggressive in how he pushes his players to find openings. But when we get a
that is not a foul. Jamie Vardy's chewing at the referee.
I think it was an offside.
Oh, is that what he called offside? Oh.
Which I don't think was the correct call. But what I was saying was that I think when we end up with a team like a Blackburn that is very efficient in how they defend and can mark us very well, we end up kind of looking like a Rogers team again, because we're forced to just hold possession in that center circle back and forth between Foss and Vestergaard. And it gives shades of that, like, Sayunchu and Foss partnership going back and forth between them and then back to Danny Ward.
Yeah.
But I'm not upset when I see it, because I see it more as a symptom of a very good Blackburn team that deserves credit more than it is a failing upon Leicester City.
Yeah, Blackburn's pretty solid defensively right now. Leicester City, I mean, we have 2 goals, but it feels like we're still trying to figure out how we're going to play. And Blackburn pressing Hermanson, forcing him.
Where did Enzo's pin go?
Probably lost it on the second goal.
It was weighing his shirt down too much. For those of you who don't have a game broadcast, like, I don't know which promotion it was for, but I think it said, like, play safe. The pin was like this big.
Play safe.
It was bigger than the badge.
Oof. Finishing up 38 minutes. Leicester's up 2-1. Goal scorer Jamie Vardy and Wout Faes.
I'm inclined to agree with you here that, yes, we would not be able to play like this with these players in the Premiership, but I think that more so than it is a symptom of a problem with our style of play, it is a symptom of the gulf between the players in the Championship and the players in the Premier League. Because we had a discussion about this in our Leicester City group chat earlier, that you think about a team like Burnley that absolutely bossed the Championship And people were thinking, like, you know, outside shot for Europe with the way that Company had them playing. They go up to the Premier League and they're what, 1 point out of 8 games so far this season?
Wow.
So likewise, like, we're bossing the championship, but I mean, not even necessarily bossing it. We'd be 2 points clear with this victory, but we're doing very well in the championship.
I mean, we've only lost
But
1 game, so we are kind of bossing the championship.
we
KDH
would need
carries
to
the ball
sign
90
6,
yards.
7 players upon promotion if we want to be able to play this kind of football and hold our own in the Premier League. And that's no slate against these players. There's just so much money and talent in the Premier League that you have to be the best of the best.
Yeah, and if you read the bottom, if you read our ticker down here, maybe like 2 players haven't played significant Premier League football. Like we have players in our squad that played significant time in the Premier League, seasons in the Premier League. So, I mean, we might not be able to, you know, crack the top 10, but we definitely have Premier League experience with the players we have now. I think we're set up when we go up to do well.
I agree with you, but we definitely still need a lot of signings to help build depth, because I do look at that lineup and I think Vestergaard, incredible right now.
This is his level.
Is that an Enzo Maresca thing, or is that a championship thing?
It's a championship thing. This is definitely his level. That's why he excels in the Danish football team. This is his level.
And then likewise, like, I'm looking at James Justin in there. Phenomenal. He's been injured a lot, so we need depth in that position. Wilfin Ndidi, incredible player, Premier League experience.
He's a player reborn.
Last season.
He's a player reborn this season.
But again, is that an Enzo Maresca thing, or is that an EFL championship thing?
I think it's a combination of both. To
Fair.
develop his new game, it has to be in this lower level. So when he takes it to the Premier League, it's going to be outstanding. I can't wait to see Wilf at the next level with this new way that he plays and this newfound confidence that he has.
Now, that said, I do think that we are kind of in the middle of what a lot of us were calling for as the football was getting really stale under Brendan Rodgers, which is that this relegation has given us the perfect opportunity to reset this football club from the ground up. And what we have right now is kind of half the team that we need to be back where we were.
Right.
And this new team is a lot younger. It's a lot hungrier. So if we do go back up and we can, like I said, build that depth, we'll be rocking.
Blackburn pouring bodies forward whenever they get into our half.
Well, we are late in half now, getting into the 41st minute as the cross comes over, well blocked.
Yeah, nobody.
And now we can look to break. Blackburn are going to try to take that advantage because they know there's not a lot of time left for us to counter like this. KDH at the edge of the area. He shoots.
Oh, it's on the.
I thought for a minute that was in, but he hits the side netting, and he's upset about something. I think he wants.
He thinks it took a deflection. Yeah, I mean, because either he just misses really bad.
I don't think that's a corner. I think that was just a poor shot.
Yeah, he just missed really bad.
And now Blackburn can look to come forward again. I believe it's with Marconde at the moment.
Yeah, Fatal, he's the guy.
Low cross. Hermanson will collect that with ease. I only just noticed it when they were showing that close-up of KDH after he shoots just wide. I did not notice that on the gold jerseys, the collar. All the trim on this shirt is black. The collar is blue.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's a nice little detail because I thought it was black like the rest of the trim.
Yeah, we had to put some blue on it somewhere.
I've said it time and again, like the dream shirt for me from Leicester City with the Adidas partnership is I want a black shirt with gold trim with the Running Fox logo. Not as a collar trim, as the badge. And I will buy 5 of those if we make that.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be making the Running Fox logo. I don't know if they're going to be doing the Running Fox logo for a while.
I mean, not until we're back in the Premier League for sure. But I feel like they might, because Adidas has been their thing to kind of pull minimalists' crests. They've done that with Arsenal. They've done that with United this season. Daniel, I'd say it's a little early for us to say which loans we'd want to keep out of all the players. Because the other thing is, like, some of the players I just don't think we'd be able to sign, period. Like, Man City is not going to let us sign Callum Doyle. I don't think. They loaned him to us because they wanted him to have more game time than he would in the Man City Academy. They're keeping him. Absolute guarantee. Likewise, I don't see Chelsea selling Cesar Casady to us. It's the same deal.
He's going to have to show a little more, though.
Well, yeah, also, I guess simultaneously, I'm not dazzled by him enough to want him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're still short in the tooth this season.
Yeah. Foss.
I mean,
jeez. Foss takes out Šmodić doing his overlapping run. Might earn himself a card here. Referee's walking over to him.
Nah, he's got his foam out.
Just got this magic spray.
Yeah, I just clipped it. Sigurdsson's been a nuisance.
Yeah, running up and down this near side.
And then, yeah, from what I've seen so far, like, I love Doyle. I'd have him in a heartbeat. I just don't think we'd be able to sign him. I do not think that Man City will even open negotiations on a sale.
Yeah, that's a deal between Pep and Enzo.
And then, even if not necessarily from a number of games he's played, just because of the tandem of games in the midweek, times I've been out of town as the cross comes in, headed away, I personally just have not seen enough of Yunus to say whether I want him or not.
I thought he looked really good in the Liverpool game. And the first game that he played too, I can't remember what it was, but I thought he looked really good on the ball. When he gets the ball, he looks brave. He takes his first touch and gets it away from his body so he can run onto it. He's really active. That's what I like. I like energy. I don't necessarily have to see skills. If I see skills, then I'm like, yes. But if I see energy and I see bravery, confidence, I start to think a little more highly of the player, regardless of what he does on the pitch. So to me, Yunus is a good player.
Because skill can be taught, but hunger can't be.
Exactly. That's why I like Fatau. Like, he comes out on the pitch and you know that he's ready to play.
Ball out for a throw in. Off that free kick that Foss gave away, there was an offside given on the initial cross. So that play petered out very quickly. And since then, again, we're just back to that rumble in the midfield, essentially.
And we're in a stoppage time. This half has went by pretty fast. Already into the 3rd minute of stoppage time.
And I think you are correct there that if Yunus plays 25 games, we buy him.
And he's on loan from Galatasaray, right?
Yes. Now, if I recall correctly, Cengiz Ünder was also under a similar loan where we would have had to have bought him if he played a certain number of games.
What a disappointment.
Yeah, he was not great. Although I feel like he was also more of a victim of circumstance. He just didn't fit in our system. He's not a bad player. And that's halftime.
Whew. Great first half. Sucks about the goal that we gave up. But the early goal,
where Blackburn have continued to pressure us, we've gotten much less foolish. So, like, it was a painful lesson to learn, but we've learned it, seemingly.
Yeah. Yes. Hermansen's been kicking the ball long. Yeah, he has been.
And I'm sure now that the players are going to go in, they're going to have a chance to like sit and talk tactics with Maresca. There will be some subtleties and changes to the way that we play.
Yeah, I think that maybe someone will stay high or further up or further back in the midfield. Ndidi Winks or KDH. And they'll take turns making those runs forward because we've been left in the midfield when we lose the ball. It's just acres of space. And also Blackburn has been playing through us. Like even when we are pressing, they've been able to put their passes together and break the lines and get forward in some space. So 2-1.
I want to check the standings, and I want to see like who Blackburn have played so far this season, because again, like a team that plays that well should not be where they are in the league. So I don't know whether this is just a fluke and they're doing very, very well for themselves today only, or if maybe they've only been playing like us, Leeds, Southampton, Ipswich,
Oh, right.
Preston.
Which one of those teams came up this year? Did Ipswich come up to the championship this year?
No, Ipswich were promoted season before.
Oh, okay. And what about Preston? No, they were.
Oh, Preston have been in the championship for like 20 straight years.
Okay.
Chris has just joined us. Chris, if you want to give me a thumbs up if you're ready to come on, we'd welcome your thoughts.
Hello.
So like we were
Good
saying,
afternoon, guys.
first half.
Yeah, I think.
Cheers,
I think
Chris.
overall, how are you? Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. Thank you for having me on, guys. What was I going to say? Yeah, the first half's been pretty good overall, really. I totally agree with what you said, Elijah, about making the mistake has actually benefited us because obviously the goal came, we've learnt from it, and we've improved on our performance overall in the first half. So I think, well, yeah, why not? If you're going to concede a goal, learn from it and improve your performance, and that's exactly what we've done. So, and we've got two. We could have easily had another. So why not?
Yeah, and I think kind of to what you were speaking about, like we conceded it early enough that there was so much game left for us to recover that goal. And even now, it's halftime. There's going to be tactical discussions. I feel like this is only going to get better for us in the second half.
Yeah. I mean, we scored quite early as well, didn't we? So that kind of leaves it open to a possibility of an equalizer anyway, if you lose concentration for a moment. So, I mean, it's all swings and roundabouts, isn't it? Oh, my son wants to come and say hello as well.
Lovely to see you.
What's your name?
Yeah, I mean, I want to give an overview of some of the players and this season so far as well, if that's all right, guys.
Sure.
This season so far has been going quite all right. I mean, obviously you have to bear in mind that you have to give the players a chance to gel, a bond, get to know the style of play and the formation and Enzo's way of thinking, as well as the fact that you've got two lone players at the moment as well. And the fact that the pre-season wasn't the greatest in the sense that we missed a game due to the adverse weather out in the Far East. So it wasn't the greatest of pre-seasons anyway, by anyone's standards. But overall, I think we're doing very well, considering that. And also the fact that some of the players that weren't up to scratch at all the previous two seasons have actually somehow come back to the fold and decided they're playing well again. Now, whether that is also down to Enzo, I couldn't say. But like your Vestergaards and your Ndidis, I mean, where were they the last two seasons?
Brendan
I
Rodgers.
think Michael kind of hit the nail on the head that it's a little from column A, little from column B, where it's Enzo has come in and built a system that works better for them than Brendan Rodgers' system did. But it's also, we are in the championship now. So it's kind of that tandem of the opposition's a little bit easier and they have the opportunity to play under a system that suits them better.
Absolutely. I mean, why Brendan, but towards the end of his reign, was putting square pegs in round holes and didn't see that it wasn't working, I do not know. But obviously with this season now, they're re-galvanized, they're going for it, and then it's like the shackles have been taken off some of them as well, where they're in the wrong position and they feel held back, and now they can go and express themselves freely like the NDDs. I mean, obviously he's not a centre back. Yes, he is a semi-decent centre midfielder, but if you allow him to go forward and have a chance, why not? And if the style of the setup works, then there you go. You're going to reap the rewards, and there we are as well.
Yeah, he's a player reborn.
I do want to
this
play a
season.
bit of a devil's advocate, though, because yes, where the shackles are definitely off of some players, especially in DD and Vestergaard, like you said, I think there are now some players who have kind of been shackled by Maresca in a way, because you could look towards like your Harry Souters, who very quickly have found themselves on the outskirts of the team. I'm sure plenty of the people in our Facebook group will be saying that like Patson Daka has found himself in that position as well. Now, I do think that over the course of the season, as we pick up more injuries, we will see them brought into the fold. This doesn't feel spiteful. It does just feel like it's that they're not fitting into the system quite as well. But I'm hoping to see if we can bring Suter back into that, if we can bring Daka, Iheanacho more into that, and start to see them brought out well by Maresca as well, then we're going to be building out that depth that we need to really boss this league.
I mean, that's a fair point as well. And the fact that some of those names and some that haven't really been in the first team for the league got a run out against Liverpool, didn't they? And I mean, we were 1-0 up and then 1-1 for quite a while. So, yeah. So those games are crucial for those fringe players who want to prove themselves. They need to take the grass by the nettle and use those opportunities to say, well, look, I am playing well. Give me a shot.
Definitely agree.
So, Chris, I always like to ask fans that I talk to this season how they feel. Well, you told me how you feel about the team now, but when the last day of the season happened last year and we were going down, how did you feel the start of the season would go?
Well, to be honest, last season I'd already written it off way before the end of the season. I just thought I've got a relative in Norwich who's a Norwich fan, and he said, well, since obviously Leicester's been in the Premier League, he's not been able to keep up with it as much because he's a Norwich fan. Now, I said to him, look, if you were in Leicester or Leicestershire and you were following the team diehard, you would know how toxic and vile the atmosphere and the feeling and the general aura around the club was. It just did not feel right at all, and it was horrendous. And I think having the relegation and being able to press the reset button has actually worked in our favour. Kind of like when we were relegated from the Championship into League One all those years ago. That again was the same scenario where we were able to press reset, be able to get new faces in, fresh talent, fresh blood, a positive atmosphere, positive mindset, and being able to kick on from there, which Nigel Pearson was able to do so. Now, I think the similar effect is again this season, albeit Enzo wasn't a big. I mean, Pearson wasn't a big name, but Enzo isn't either, and it's a fresh slate, and you can give him all the tools and the chance to flourish, which obviously, as you see now, is what happened.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think
so. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't mind the Championship as long as we're not here too long. I don't mind playing one season in the Championship because Championship football is still very quality and entertaining.
Yeah, and you
can
get
some results. You can get some results on the Championship that you would think, what on earth? But
I love to watch soccer. So, yeah, if you get 46 games in a season, let's do it. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, why not? I mean, yes, I was disappointed we got relegated, but at the end of the day, it was inevitable. I know some people have never had us down to be relegated, but if you were in the city, if you were following the team like week in, week out and going to games, which I will be honest, I've not been able to go to a game for a long time now, but being able to experience like the locals and your friends and your work colleagues who do go and they're all like saying, oh, it's horrible. Oh, it's another week of this. And I'm happy now that we're able to press reset, enjoy our football again, and and enjoy some entertainment.
Yeah,
Definitely agreed.
Really good.
I even have a little bit more optimism about the reset from what you were mentioning as well, because like if you think back to the League One relegation, if I recall correctly, that was still when we were under the Mandaric ownership. We definitely have a much better, robust ownership structure in place that has not only the capability but the desire to back a manager like Enzo Maresca in this kind of rebuild.
Yes, absolutely. Because I mean, the ownership was obviously a sort of back in the League One days, and then pushing on from that before we got King Power in. That was just to steady the ship, to sort the finances out, and to keep us afloat, and then kick on and progress from there. And then obviously he sold it to the King Power Group, who obviously knew that who'd done their homework, who'd know what Leicester City were like. Whether we were still classed as a yo-yo team at that point, that's another argument for a different day.
I mean,
but it was found now. We're back where it all started. Right. So we're there now, and obviously they've got the tools and they've got the facilities, and Seagrave as well. I mean, they've got the facilities now to push on. If we can get back to the Premiership in the first go, let's do it. The first attempt, let's do it. Whether it be first or second, I don't mind either.
First.
I don't want to be
we can't watch the games that easy.
But the way it's going so far, I'm very confident that we're going back up this season.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, all credit to Ipswich as well. I mean, they have pulled a rabbit out of the hat, and they are doing surprisingly well, as are Preston as well. I mean, where are those two teams come from? I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Michael was just anything before you come on, because I think
anything can happen in the Championship.
2 seasons ago,
and if you take your eye off the ball, if you've been in the Championship for a while,
20 years.
Yeah.
Take your eye off the ball. You could be in the top 6 one season, and then literally scratching the top 5, the bottom 5 the next season. So you have to keep on it. If we get up, and I agree with what the other guys on Fox's Fans TV would say as well, in the sense that if we don't get up this season, the more you spend in the Championship, the harder it becomes.
You need my carrot back.
You don't get those balloon payments after a 3rd season, so
my carrots.
Right, guys, I'm going to sign off now because my son's showing off his Lego toy to me. But thank you for having me on.
Yeah, give us your final score prediction.
Oh, final score. Oh, I want to say we might get another, but Blackburn could get another as well. It could be 3-2. Yeah, I'm gonna go 3-2.
Gotcha.
To the Leicester.
Well, lovely to have you on, Chris.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me.
Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers,
man.
Cheers.
So they're just showing Ewood Park again, which I think means that we have just enough time to bring Jono on for a moment. Jono, if you're ready. So I think we got quick time to run through 2 quick thoughts and a score prediction as the players have just taken the field again.
Yeah, I thought we controlled that mostly. Looked much better team, and we're going to smash it. I think Vardy's goal, classic Vardy. Great to see him smash the back of the net. I think we're going to get a couple more. I think we'll end up convincing winners 4-1.
4-1. I'll win this half.
Yeah, I think.
Thanks for joining, Jono. I apologize to have to kick you off so quickly.
Yeah, no worries. I might join later.
Cheers.
Because the players are in the center circle, just about to kick off the second half. We are probably 30 seconds away. But yeah, I'm inclined to agree with both Jono and Chris there, because like I was saying, I think it's going to end 4-2. I see 2 more goals in it for us. I see 1 more goal in it for Blackburn.
Yeah, Blackburn was really stuck in though in that first half, and so it's going to be tough. I'm curious to see what the halftime changes were tactically. And he's kicked off.
Yeah, we're still perfectly in sync. We've just kicked off on my screen as well. Balls with Hermansen, and he hoofs it long. Instant difference.
Yeah, that might be the instant difference. Blackburn pressed really effectively, and here they go.
right through central midfield, gets past
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a dangerous free kick to give away. And that's a booking for Yannick Vestergaard, who is livid.
You just can't hang your leg out like that for a challenge. Ooh.
Yeah, he doesn't get the ball there. Oh, but you know what? I don't see any contact.
He's the one who takes the ball towards the outside.
Like, don't get me wrong, reckless.
It's a bad challenge.
I do think that Moran definitely made the most of that.
Yeah, it was a bad challenge. Well, I don't know. He probably did get tripped, but after Vestergaard touches the ball away from him, it's just a bad challenge. It's just like if you hang your leg out there, and it's just not gonna work. Oh, I got my Seahawks pajamas on because it's only 5 o'clock in the morning.
We got Smodic, Smodic, Pickering, and Travis standing over the ball. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be Smodic to take.
Oh,
it will be, and it's wide.
Little trickery there. 3 guys running at the ball, standing still.
Oh, you know what? The TV perspective kind of failed to deceive. That was much wider than I thought it was.
Right. It does
good
kind of beat
defensive
the wall.
setup from our wall there.
Now we're playing out from the back, but Hermanson hoofs it long.
Nobody really open to collect, but we win the ball.
That's a yellow.
Absolute
start handing them out.
Job.
Come on, start hand. There you go. Yeah,
there we go. Carter goes into the book for mistaking his leg for a chainsaw and Dewsbury Hall for a tree.
Yeah, he takes him out. Wow. And he gets the leg up high, like on the thigh with the challenge. That was
I would feel incredibly hard done by if that turned into a sending off, but absolute yellow card for that.
Yeah, he gets his leg up really high on KDH, the challenge for that ball.
Cheers, Jono. But yeah, I was gonna say Michael has it worse than me. I'm at least in the Eastern time zone.
Yeah. I set my alarm for 3:30, and when it went off, I was like, no way.
Yep, I set mine for 5:45, woke up and immediately thought we're not doing pre-match today.
Yeah, I was like, dang it, how can I get out of this? Like when I clicked on and saw you there, I was like, dang it, I can't get out of it. Elijah's here. He's here already.
Oh man. Indeed, he tries to get low to block the pass, but it just trickles over him. And Blackburn now have the ball at the outside of the penalty area, but we are in numbers. And they're forced to kind of pass the ball around on the left flank. They're leaving themselves a little vulnerable to a break if there is a turnover of possession here, but that will just go out for a goal kick.
Yeah, Blackburn had us pressed up against our touchline, just 10 players behind the ball. Jamie Vardy still playing up a little bit, but Blackburn trying to get their goal, coming out strong in the beginning of the second half.
I mean, they have to. You got to do that when you're down a goal, but what has play been stopped for? Oh, I think it was encroachment. The Blackburn player entered the penalty area before the goal kick was taken.
Come on, you guys.
Poor pass from KDH there. Blackburn regained possession right in the border of our defensive third. Nice turn and maintenance of possession on the left flank by Blackburn, trying to find some space in the center, but we're cutting off the passing angles at the moment. And they will not make their pass into the penalty area there.
Come on, KDH.
We will clear our lines. Oh, I don't think KDH should have intercepted that. I think that ball was meant for Mavididi. But we still come KDH forward.
Dribbling into their third. Mavididi right here.
Into the penalty area. Lofted cross, up and over the net.
I got to grab a beer.
Yep, no worries. I feel like that's kind of our first major pressure on the Blackburn goal, but we have the creative license to take things a little bit easier so far this half. Oh, and a lofted through ball that was looking at first, I think, for Smodic, but will end up finding Sigurdsson on the left flank as Blackburn come forward. They've broken into the penalty area. Their cross is blocked, and we will clear our lines. But yeah, Blackburn really, really pressing here hard. Little bit more intensity than they had in the first half, I would say. But again, that's kind of what comes with being a goal down. Sigurdsson again on the left flank, but a wasteful pass from him. And we will go back to Hermansson, who will hoof the ball clear. I feel like it's because we're just not utilizing him as much as we've been utilizing Fatawu. I don't think he's really been poor. We've just been relying more so on the other flank than we have been on Mavadidi's side.
Yeah, I think that Blackburn may have focused on Mavididi because if you think about it, this season, Mavididi has been the man on that side. I mean, he's missed some shots. He hasn't laid it off for Vardy or whatever. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure his assist and goal numbers are in the top of our team. He's probably had more goal involvements than anybody on our team. Him, McIntyre.
I'd be inclined to agree.
Yeah.
Absolutely a candidate for signing of the season for us so far. Because
him and Harry Winks. Oh, my goodness. He's from Arsenal.
Mavididi?
I don't know if we got him from Arsenal, but I know he was at Arsenal.
No, I thought we got him from like Montpellier.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So, but he's from the Arsenal academy.
Gotcha.
He was an Arsenal
player. Sigurdsson breaks into the penalty area, but overruns his ball, and that's out. That's got to be a goal kick. He and Wout Fasco sliding into the boards together, both checking on each other.
Yeah, Blackburn with a spell of possession here in the first half, just kind of twisting the screws on us, making sure we can't play the ball out from the back at all. They got 8 players in our half to press our goal kicks.
But of course, that means if we can get the ball forward to Mavididi, Fatawu, and Vardy, it's over.
Yeah, if Blackburn's really stuck in.
It's a big if. It's absolutely a big if. Right now, Blackburn are the ones pressing more, so they have a throw in our defensive third. This is something I say with a vast amount of caution, especially given that he's the one that scored so far. But I feel like we've kept Smodic relatively quiet. They've been very reliant on Sigurdsson and Markandai, but Smodic hasn't had much of the ball.
Yeah, I feel like earlier in the match, he was like the catalyst and giving us problems. But yeah, we've kind of kept him at bay since the goal.
If I recall, he signed for Blackburn from Coventry, so I feel like he's got a bit of a Leicester-shaped chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, some championship experience. Out for another Blackburn corner. They take it short. Looks like they want to try to have more of the ball this half.
I will own it. I was completely wrong there. I don't know why I thought he came from Coventry. He was signed from Peterborough.
Peterborough. Are they in League One?
Check. Yes. I think they got relegated last season.
Okay, yeah. Yikes.
And then our promoted sides to the championship this season would be, I believe, Rotherham, Sheffield Wednesday, and Plymouth.
Huh. They're showing Matt Elliott doing the radio call.
I love commentary microphones, and I want one so badly.
Oh, KDH with a through ball in the Vardy.
What
Vardy
a through
gets
ball! Vardy gets past, but
the touch takes it too far away.
Past him.
Oh, no, but he puts it towards a penalty spot for Fatawu or for Ndidi.
Oh,
him
and Ndidi collides hard with Pickering, and it looks like Pickering is the worst one out of it from the two.
But what a ball!
What a
into
through
Vardy.
ball that was to Vardy.
Made
But
the
yeah,
keeper come all the way
credit where it's
outside the
due to
box.
Pears. He forces Vardy into a very heavy first touch.
Dang, indeed, he kicked the hell
And yeah,
out.
and Ndidi just scuffs his shot, collides hard with Pickering, and credit to Pickering for getting up from that, because that was a hard impact on the lower leg.
Yeah, indeed, he kicks the ball and then on the follow through just hammers Pickering's shin. The in swinging.
I don't get why we play that corner low, because that hasn't worked for us. But what has been the high ones to the back post. Lovely bit of control from KDH to get past his man there, but he's just swarmed, and Blackburn regained possession and now look to break. Good tackle from Ndidi.
Right in front of the referee.
But again, Blackburn just have so many numbers forward. They maintain possession, and it's with Travis out to the left flank up against Wout Faas.
A lot of players limping. A lot of legs have been colliding. Players are smart.
That's
right
the
now.
championship, baby.
Oh,
Boras is played in, and Smodic will send that ball all the way to Salford.
Yeah, it's pretty far. Oof. But again, Blackburn, their triangles, their overlapping runs, the way they find themselves in space with the ball coming towards their feet, they're really good. I'm seeing some good football from Blackburn today.
And I know I was trying to do it earlier. I'm just trying to dig in and see who have they played so far this season. Like, why are they where they are in the league? And yeah, they have played a lot of tough teams so far. Like, they've played Middlesbrough, who were very impressive last season. Granted, not good this season, but they did beat them. They've played Sunderland already. They've played Ipswich. Obviously, Leicester now. They've had to play Watford. They've had to play West Brom. A lot of recent Premier League sides in here. They lost to... Actually, no, if they lost to Burnley, that would have been last season. But like a pretty mixed bag of early results for them. And then like a pretty sad loss to Plymouth, 3-0 earlier in the season. But I definitely could see Blackburn coming up to finish maybe as an outside shot for the playoffs this season if they can keep playing like this.
Yeah, honestly, this out of all the matches I've watched in the championship this season, even better than Southampton, even better than Norwich, I think. These guys are playing.
I'd put them in the same barrel as Hull, personally, because Hull were a
game we lost.
That knew how to frustrate us and take advantage of our screw-ups, basically.
Yeah, but I think Blackburn's actually like playing, though. They're like, they're taking the ball into our half, they're putting numbers forward and playing their triangles, playing their overlaps, playing their through balls, and they're getting after it, and they're giving Leicester a really big test today.
We're at a break in play here right now. As Pears is in some discomfort, it looks as if might have an impact on the foot there. Leicester City have made our first substitution of the day. McAteer is on for Fatawu. Just seeing the replay on it here. And it looks like it was right there on the break from that breaking ball from Vardy, his first touch. Pears comes in and tries to clear at the same time that Vardy goes in to take his first touch. And Pears just punts right into the cleats of Vardy's boot.
Yeah,
that kind of impact onto like the bone on the top of the foot. You'd definitely be feeling that, and that's something that could bruise pretty easily.
Yeah, those are like the most fragile bones in the body besides your teeth. Showing a replay of the first goal, Wout Faas. It was a corner played short. No, it was a free kick played short to Fatawu, who took the ball on his left with an in-swinger. What a great ball, though. Very decisive. Bang! And they're showing the replay of the Vardy goal. There's been some
vintage Vardy today.
There has been. There's been some vintage Vardy the last week. Kind of wish he would have got into it at the Liverpool match. That would have been nice.
And again, Daniel, I think we've done decently. It's just, again, Blackburn have set up very, very well against us. We can't take any match for granted in any league, really. And unfortunately, it looks like this is going to be the end of Pears' day, as he's kind of limping off, being supported by two coaches here.
Ooh,
they have
dang.
made another substitution. Sigurdsson is off in favor of Dolan. That's a surprising substitution for me because I would say that Sigurdsson has been their best player on the pitch so far.
Yeah, Sigurdsson and Smodic have been giving us the business today.
And then number 12 for Blackburn, Leopold Wallstedt. There's a name.
What a name, Leopold. What a name.
I'm gonna give an early nominee for best name in the championship to Leopold Wallstedt, the goalkeeper who looks like he's going to be coming in to replace Ainsley Pears for Blackburn Rovers.
Oh, he definitely looks like a Leopold. You can tell he did his hair before the game.
He's got a slick down, gelled look to his hair.
Yeah, he did his hair like he was not playing today. That's how he did his hair today. That part is perfect.
No rivalry between our teams, and even if there were, like, you hate to see a player go off injured. So, like, we're obviously sending well wishes to Ainsley Pears. Hopefully, that's a quick recovery for him, and that he's not going to be out for too long for you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to be out 2 months. That is a broken toe or a broken foot or something. He's done.
Both goalies for Blackburn are fairly young. Pears is only 25. Wallstedt is 24, according to the lineup info that I have from my broadcaster. Also, the Dolan, who just got brought on, I have to assume that he's of Welsh descent because he has no vowels in his first name.
No vowels. His name sounds like Scrabble-Dab.
I do not know how to pronounce it. So if there are any Welsh folks in the chat, please help me out here. Tyrhys is his first name.
Tyrhys. Tris.
Oh, Pears is really struggling as he's leaving the pitch here. I think you might be right that there could be a break.
Yeah, it's a broken toe, broken foot. Those are like they're so thin. Your tarsal, metatarsals, all that.
He catches him right on the top of the foot, is the thing. So, like, if that's a break on the top of the foot, then yeah, that could be a long term. That could be a season ender.
Yeah, and there's lots of ligaments, all those connective tissues that makes your foot work.
I'm gonna assume that his name is Tyrese.
Tyrese, that's a good one to deduce from those letters.
Leicester City passing the ball around the back, but again, Blackburn's still not giving up on that high press, and we go back to Hermansen.
Oh, I think you might be right. Maybe even Tyrus.
Yeah. I'm going back to Wikipedia. This plays a little calm at the moment.
Blackburn would have spelled a possession. Well, we're pressing them. They're playing it back. Played it all the way back to the goalkeeper.
Wikipedia has no information on it. But he is a member of the Manchester City Academy. Yeah, Blackburn now the ones passing around the back dealing with our high press, but they do come through our
they're being very brave, and they find a man in space. Like, they're playing really well.
I think it was Adam was our Blackburn fan joining us early. If you're still in the chat, I'd love to hear what your expectations are for this season, because again, like I've been very impressed by Blackburn's play today. I came into today expecting an easy win, and they have made it very difficult for us.
They're playing good. Maybe just not the quality,
across the back post a little bit too much.
And there's another example.
Dolan to collect there.
Yeah, another example. He takes Justin on. He chops it back over to his right, gets the ball into the box. just maybe a little overcooked, just not the quality there, but the desire and, you know, the tactics are there to break our lines and to get into position to do something. And their press
Agreed.
is relentless. I mean, we haven't had the ball in a while. 66 minute. Another long ball over Justin's head.
And
he
it
gets
seems as
beat.
though with Sigurdsson having come off, they're now relying on Markandai a lot. That's the second straight play that they've played up that wing.
Right. They took Sigurdsson off the other side. Now they're coming over on this side. The Justin side. So
And a lot of these players quite young. Markandai's only 22.
Turn around. Oh, come on, you guys. We got to go forward. There you go. KDH, what a great ball through. Finds Ndidi in some space.
Excellent ball.
Ndidi with the step overs. What is he doing? Oh, very nice. Leaves it for Mavididi.
That's my goat right there.
Yeah, I love it. Mavididi tries to put it across.
Mavididi will win us a corner off of Britain.
But, I mean, we can't break the lines, you know, playing our triangles. But I don't remember who put this ball through to Ndidi. And it just completely takes out the whole field. Ndidi finds himself in the final third. Oh!
Yeah, my broadcast is just cut down to like 50p, so I'm not going to be able to point out any players.
Oh, your pixels are going bad?
My pixels is going bad.
Oh, dang.
It's too early in the morning for my internet. It hasn't woken up yet.
Right. You know, I'm always scared that they're going to like reset the internet because they always do the maintenance at like 4 a.m. So you won't have internet for like a half an hour while you're sleeping.
Oh, there we go. We've broken
away.
their line. We've gotten the ball back. KDH with some space. He has Vardy to pass
a little
to.
too heavy.
Oh, and he overcooks the pass. And Volstead will collect.
Too heavy. Yeah, but if KDH puts that ball on Vardy's foot, he's in on goal for sure.
Oh, agreed. I think the problem was that he cut the pass inside, trying to play it in towards the penalty area. I think the way Vardy's trajectory was going, he should have played him out towards the wing. Kind of get why he didn't, though, because there would have been nobody for him to cross to.
The sun's coming out. Where is Blackburn? Towards Sheffield, north of Sheffield?
Oh, it's north of Sheffield.
North
Blackburn's
of Liverpool?
in Lancashire, so it's kind of near Manchester.
North of Manchester.
I don't know if it's north of Manchester, but it like Lancashire kind of surrounds Greater Manchester. So it's like that's where you're going to find Burnley and Salford and Blackburn.
A bunch of championship teams, a bunch of lower league teams in around.
Well, let me hit. I think these ones are technically in Greater Manchester, not in Lancashire, but you want like some classic former Premier League. That's where Bolton and Wigan are.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I was looking at the map a couple days ago, just like, where the hell is Blackburn?
I've done a little bit of studying on my ceremonial counties. Like I know my Lancashire.
Oh,
ooh, that's a poor tackle, and that's got to be a booking, and it is
a good through ball from Vestergaard to break the second line to Ndidi at his feet, and Ndidi has his man turn the avatar for championship football. And he just totally takes him out. Adam Wharton.
Yeah, that's a booking for Adam Wharton. I'll be frank, I think he's a little lucky. If that was closer to the penalty area, that could have been considered dog-so.
Yeah,
but he cuts the through ball off really, and that looks like Yunus Agkun is going to be coming on along with Hamza Chowdhury.
Hamza, let me change my picture. And
Hamza Chowdhury's coming on. Someone else on Blackburn's getting hurt today.
Yo, I think Hamza's different. He's totally different now. He doesn't.
You're absolutely right. You're right.
He's like, he doesn't go in for the super rash. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've seen him just take someone out this season, but he's way more controlled.
He's a rebel with a cause.
He's got a cause. He wants to play. He just got a new deal. You know, he's at his level. He played for Watford all season last year, so he's at his level. He's familiar. You know, he's the one that's why Enzo's letting him have the armband. You know, he's the one he's letting the players know, like, this is how it is at this level. I've been here before. Now, one thing I have to say about Hamza is that he doesn't turn with the ball and passes it forward, but he's getting there. He's getting there.
Now, what's intrigued me here is who they've come on for. So Yunus is on for Mavididi. So that's both our wingers substituted for McAteer and for Yunus. Chowdhury comes on for Ricky P, which means that either Chowdhury or Foss are going to be playing left back, or we're changing formation.
Hamza's the one, is the inverted fullback. Yeah, Hamza's has been doing that. First he did it in the cup game versus Tranmere, I think, when he wore the armband the first time. Was it versus
That's
Tranmere?
fair. That's fair. I guess I'm still stuck in the mentality of, like, he's a central defensive midfielder. That's the Hamza Chowdhury in my head.
Enzo plays players where their skills allow them to play in his system, which is why we've seen players shut out.
Fair.
I think
Lovely turn from the Blackburn player, but Wout Foss gets in there and absolutely wallops that ball clear and finds McAteer with it.
Casey's playing on this side, on the near side, the left side, when he's normally.
I feel like I ought to get your input on it as well, but I'm hoping to be in Leicester for the match against Sunderland towards the end of October, which means I'll be bringing this shirt with me and getting a name put on the back while I'm there. Who do I get?
What shirt is that? Last season's?
No, this is this season's home shirt.
Oh, whew. It is Vardy's
I'm
last
a little
season.
tempted to get
I keep saying it's Vardy's last season. I keep thinking it's Vardy's last season. Like, this is his swan song. And so, like, I'm going to get a shirt with Vardy of this season because I don't have any shirts with anyone's name. So I think I should probably get Vardy, and it should be this year. But
that's a good call. Because my other intention is a lovely through ball play to McAteer. He cuts into the penalty area.
Oh no, and he's grabbing his hamstring. No, he grabbed his hamstring and went down, and he's hurt. He's hurt bad. Oh,
that's
no.
Bad. That's real bad.
Oh no. No. Did he not warm up good enough? Oh no. That's probably never happened to him before in his life. How old is he?
Oh gosh, I think he's like 21.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, I'm not an elite athlete, but I was in the Army and I was a medic, so I've done a lot of knees and ankles and muscle injuries, and so I know, like, what it takes to look like that after a hamstring injury. And I know he's in a lot of pain, and that's never happened to him before. Jesus.
Yeah, that's bad. Where I have a little optimism is he's already sitting up.
He was in the game for 2 minutes. He's not playing. He's done. He's out.
He's also walking on his own. Like, if that was a tear, he wouldn't be walking on his own.
You can walk with a hamstring. You can't run. You can't run and you can't kick. That's for damn sure.
Ooh.
Oh, it's not like he snapped it, but maybe like a grade 2. Like, it hurts. I know he's burning right now.
Oh no, that's fair. But I more mean, like, that's not like a season ender.
No.
That's like a hopefully couple weeks to a month.
Yeah, month and a half max. Yeah.
Oh, there's another good championship name though. That Blackburn player, Hyam.
Let's see.
And it looks like Casady is going to be coming on along with Iheanacho. So that's probably going to be McAteer's day done and Vardy's day done. Yep.
Oh, Casey. Got to warm up,
And I was
young
literally about to say that I was thinking of doing like when I go, I'm also going to get the away in the third shirt. And I was thinking I would do McAteer, Vardy, Vestergaard.
I should get a shirt that just says Nacho, not Iheanacho.
That'd be fun. That'd be so much fun. I think I don't know if I've shared it on a stream before, but I was delighted with it. I ordered the I think it was the away shirt last season, and I got Iheanacho on the back, and they included the dots, which I was so happy with. I didn't think they were going to include the dots.
Here we go. Good pressure. Cassidy needs to show me something today. Wilf, pressure in the ball.
Yeah, he's definitely disappointed so far, but I guess that's kind of the Chelsea in him.
Right.
To be like a market talent
Blackburn.
and then kind of disappoint. Oh,
Blackburn.
no, he gets past one, gets past two.
Hermanson!
Great save by Hermanson. Rebound is blocked, and we clear our lines.
Wow, but Blackburn had numbers coming forward. We were sleeping on their break.
We switched off for like 10 seconds, and they punished us.
Woo, but Hermanson gets down to his left. I mean, the goal was wide open.
We have found our new Kasper Schmeichel, and boy, is he Danish.
Oh, he's super Danish.
He's super Danish.
Oh, wow.
Great save. Dives to his right, stops it with his knee.
And then Vestergaard laying on the ground. And then the other big Dane laying on the ground gets a leg out to block the secondary shot. Nacho and Cassidy playing. You know what it is with Cassidy? He has not got up to speed of English football. He still playing slow motion Italian football. And you can tell by his strides, bro, you got to get in the game. Like the energy has to be way quicker and way more. And he just like puts a pass, an errant pass, trying to find James Justin over here on the sideline. And now we have to, have the ball back at the goalkeeper. This is bad.
Chris, with regards to this comment, I love the fact that we can get the women's shirts. I ordered one like as soon as they became available. I got Tash Flint on the back.
Oh, it's Nacho.
And then we sold Tash Flint 2 weeks later.
Yeah. Don't buy girls' names. Unless they sign a 4-year deal. Good ball in the feet for Nacho. Atkun taking on his man. Takes a shot.
Shot blocked. Might fall to Iheanacho here. He turns, loses one. Sorry, to Ndidi. Loses one. Doesn't lose two. Justin puts a foot in. Free kick Blackburn.
Everybody just getting their feet.
Oh, yeah. Now, I mean, like, I don't regret getting Tash Flint on the shirt because, like, she was one of the heroes of the promotion campaign. But still. I think it was also, like, my order was the Tash Flint shirt and a Mark Albrighton shirt. And within 2 weeks, we sent Mark Albrighton to West Brom and sold Tash Flint.
Yeah, that was a weird transfer window.
But I love getting player names on the backs of my shirts. Like, even if I'm getting like another team's shirt for the collection, if they're doing like free shirt printing or something like that, I'll get a player name. My name's too long. It's actually too long to put on a shirt.
Yeah, your name is long. Oh, here we go. KDH snatches the ball away.
Oh, he's got it.
Makes a great run.
And he does.
He's on his left foot. Crosses it into the box. Why didn't he take a shot? Why didn't he take a shot? Wow, he's on his favorite foot. The ball is rolling right to it. Oh my!
We almost still get the goal as it Wharton dives in to try to stop that coming in, and he almost deflects it into his own goal.
He also
and it
took
trickles
big-
wide of the net for a corner kick. And it's going to be Eunice to take, which is intriguing. So that means it's going to be an outswinger from this side. But Voetfoss is in there, headed away at the near post.
They called a penalty.
Really?
Vestergaard gets pushed in the back. Vestergaard gets
I
pushed
thought
in the
that-
back and earns us a penalty.
Wow,
How
I
is
thought
Vestergaard
they
the biggest
called
man on the field?
pick for Blackburn.
He's holding onto his shirt and he takes him to
Oh,
the ground.
you can't swap
and we get a
shirts until after
penalty.
the game, buddy. You
Oh,
can't
no
take your
way.
shirt until after the game.
Oh, I mean, I would be pissed if that was my team, but I guess it's a penalty. Man,
It's one of those. It's one of those letter of the law. That's a penalty. You cannot grab that much shirt in the box. It's a soft penalty for sure.
Yeah, but Vestergaard is so big. Yeah, you can't grab the shirt though. Yeah, and he had it.
Here's where we're gonna
stretched
find out if ball don't lie. If
Ball
it
don't
goes
lie.
in, it's a fair penalty.
Yeah, come on, Nacho. It's up to you, bro. Let's go.
I'm
And
gonna
we need this.
get the animation ready. Penalty taken, makes no mistake, and it's Blackburn Rovers 1, Leicester City 3. Was it a soft penalty? Maybe. Was it a penalty still? Yeah.
Right in front of the Leicester fans in the away end.
Sends Wallstedt the wrong way. Makes no mistake from that range. we're back to
Kalechi
3.
Iheanacho.
Straight back up, Leicester City. Straight back up, I say.
Hey,
Straight back up.
Leicester City.
Hey,
Play
all the ends
away. Hey. Straight
I've got
back
time, so
up.
I thought I'll come on for the last remaining of the stream.
Oh my goodness, man. We're
Happy to have you.
we needed that goal really bad because Blackburn was trying us. They were really trying.
I've not watched any of the games. I can't comment on any of the match play. But
Marcondi's day is done, so it will be interesting to see how Blackburn try to move forward now, because that's both of their wingers that they were relying on subbed off.
Casey McAteer, Jono, came on and then got injured within like 2 minutes. He pulled his hamstring on a.
oh, you joking?
He had the ball. He was carrying it towards the byline, like just gut busting. He had to beat his man. We were on a break, and then he just pulled up and started grabbing his leg. It was really bad. Like, just you'd never see players do that unless they're like out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
I'm just hoping that it's a pull and not a tear.
do you know how we mentioned him before about, depth? Or Brighton will now be the backup.
Hey!
Marco
We've
Brighton.
got Marcel as well, haven't we? Marcel, he's there as well.
Mm.
I mean, like, look,
We haven't
you
seen
don't have
Marcel
to twist my
since
arm
that
to be
game.
happy to have some Mark Albrighton back in the lineup. It's just he doesn't have 90 minutes of legs is his only problem.
No, he's a good, you'll have Fatawu and Mavadidi on the wings, and then have Albrighton and Marcel coming on.
Yeah, we haven't seen Marcel since
The first game.
Yeah, since the match. Well, it wasn't the first game, was it? When he scored, I think it was.
No, I think
Obviously
he
he
played
scored.
like the first 3 games for us, didn't he?
No, he
Or
only.
am I thinking of
I think he's
preseason?
only played one game in the.
He didn't
I
score
might be
against
thinking of
Coventry.
preseason.
I don't know who he scored against, but he definitely scored.
No, yeah, he scored, but it was. I think that was the only game he played, and then the next game, McAteer played, and Enzo said in the press conference about players having to do something in training and not getting too big of a head for the young players, and how would they feel if they were left out, and he said he didn't care how they feel. You guys remember that? He was talking about Marcel.
True.
But got some great news after obviously everyone else played yesterday with the last team to play. We are now 2 points off Ipswich, 4 points off Preston, and we're 8 points off 4th place.
Oh wow!
There you go. So yeah,
There you go.
already we are more than an entire match clear into automatic
We
promotion.
can lose 2 games in a row, and Sunderland can win 2 games in a row, and we'll still be third.
There you go. Now, granted, I don't want to finish third. I want to finish first.
I don't want to be.
No,
I
I
do
wanna
not want
finish
to play in
second.
playoffs at all. I do
Honestly,
not.
finish first or second.
I think that as an American fan, I think the playoffs is like the worst thing. I mean, we have playoffs. We do playoffs. I don't like 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th being able to get promoted.
No, because
don't.
like
How broad
Say-
a we are you using when you say we do playoffs? Because Toronto doesn't do playoffs anymore. Toronto does last place.
Americans, we like to do playoffs in every damn sport. It's just so weird.
unconfirmed, it was Cardiff. He's Marcel.
It was against Cardiff?
Yeah. Okay, so that was a league match, the second match, right?
Yeah.
And he hasn't played in a league match since.
No. But at least we've got depth. Like, well, obviously we don't know how Doyle and McAteer are now out. I don't know who else we've got that's injured. I think Cody's just come back from injury, which is great, but I can't think of anyone else.
I'm trying to think. I want to say we had 1 or 2 more lingering injuries from training, but I want to say they were rotation players. Like they weren't.
Blackburn's still going for it.
Well, they've got, remember
Shut down by Hamza.
2 seasons ago, we were 3-1 up against Spurs in the
Stop
18
it.
in the
You
8th
stop.
minute.
Goodbye. We don't talk about that.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
bad. That that
Well, Harry
Watchalong
Pickering is off.
pops up from time to time on my YouTube feed. Like I'll just be
Joe
scrolling.
Rankin Costello comes on. Yes, thank you, John. Dennis Pratt is injured.
And it's 4-0. 4-1.
4-0.
Then
We scored so hard that it undid their goal.
Eunice Atgun carrying the ball forward, leaves it
Through
for
ball.
KDH in the box.
Why did
KDH chips it over the keeper. Oh! And the Leicester fans are going crazy. KDH gives him the arms. What? He's the man. Let's go. Play the song.
That you do not place those any better.
Straight back up, I say. Straight back up, Leicester City.
other way around.
And
Playing football the ends away. Hey. That was
makes
awesome.
Volstead look a fool there, but honestly, there was nothing else he could do there. The amount of precision it takes to chip the far side of the keeper like that and find the back post, incredible.
Our goal difference is now 12 plus 12, and that's 5.
4 goals.
Love it.
That's how we have to do it every match.
We're Leicester City. We know who we are.
We're going to come back to the Prem. That's who we are. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Well,
Not
we
getting
were having some discussion about it midway through the game that, like, this is a team that is clearly ready to boss the championship because, again, credit where it's due to Blackburn. Blackburn have played very well today, and we're beating them 4-1. However, we still need to further improve this team if we're going to go into the Premier League and stay in the Premier League, let alone get back to where we were before.
I think we should.
And that's nothing against these players. There's just so much quality in the Premier League.
I just think we should, like, I know that we want to get back up and we're going straight back up, but this season is early. This is early in the season. And I mean, we're having fun right now. I think we should enjoy this. I think we should enjoy this season and not think about so much going up. We're going up. We should. This is fun. This is fun right now.
Well, I'll tell you what. You want some fun? 9 minutes of
9
added
minutes.
time.
9 minutes.
It's a bad time.
I don't know if you guys just saw when they were putting Enzo up on screen. I have never seen Jamie Vardy look as miserable as he did in that moment. I think it was just a poor moment, but
He was
he
like, I
just
just
looked
came off.
miserable.
Oh, whatever. He got his goal today.
I'll tell you what.
Oh,
though,
I guarantee you he's not as miserable as he looked. Like that was just a bad
No.
timing. And we're coming forward again.
But I
Good.
do agree with Michael that we should agree this season. The one thing I'm buzzing that we don't have is stupid VAR. Do you see the decisions yesterday? Against...
Oh, yeah.
Man, someone's getting fired. Someone's getting fired.
That's I'm not going to swear, but that's the BS that I'm happy we don't have to deal with. If we know in the championship, if it's a goal, it's gonna be a goal. You know what I mean? We don't have to worry about waiting 10 minutes for a decision. If it goes in, even against us, okay, I know, right? I'm not hoping it's in. Move on. So
looks like that was an offside, and it will be a free kick to Blackburn. I have lost my stream connection at the moment.
So two great goals from Hall and from Vardy. Who scored
There's been a lot of quality shown today. Like we've been hit or miss, and even for a period of time, like especially around the equalizer for Blackburn, we showed our shakiness, but we really settled in this second half.
Oh
yeah, they definitely like got stuck in because Blackburn has had a bit of the ball around our penalty area. They've had some really good runs. They played some really good football around the box, but we haven't let them get any like really clear shots on Hermanson. Maybe one, he had to go down to his left and make a really good save, but other than that, it's been right at him, and it's been slow, and he's been able to collect it.
And now it's our turn to do some of the frustrating is Wilfin Didi shields that ball perfectly as the Blackburn players start screaming that they want a corner. He just turns, punts it against one of the Blackburn players, and it's out for a goal kick.
Someone just put a great comment of who's the toughest test this season, and I think we can all agree it's going to be Ipswich.
Yeah. Because if you asked me that at the start of the season, I would have said Southampton, but I agree with you that now I do think it's Ipswich.
I would have said Sunderland for me would have been the toughest because of their away supporters. But for me at the moment, Ipswich, the on-form team, you know, like in their EFL Cup game, they just came back. Like from I think they were 2-0 down, they came back to win. So for me, Ipswich will be the toughest challenge this season for me, home and away.
And they're a very hungry team because like they came up from League One recently. As it's Jonas Akun in the penalty area, cuts inside, fades it off. Kasady, it's blocked. But like they're one of those teams that like they were a Premier League team back in the day. They want back in clearly, and yeah, they're a team to fear. Preston as well, because like they've been waiting very patiently for their shot back at the Premier League, and it feels like this is their season for it. They could be the Luton of 2024.
I've just seen our match fixtures. We've got the biggest bonuses ever. There's 2 games left before the international break, and they're both at home to Preston and Stoke. That is massive. Being at home the next 2 games, massive. We get home
and like Stoke, I feel good about. Preston will definitely be a challenge.
Oh, Preston will be very, very, very difficult.
I'm looking at Neil's comment here. Then turn down promotion and win the league again next year. No, that's not what I'm saying, but it's early in the season. I hear a lot of promotion, where we are in the table. We are playing way better football than we saw last season. This is another win with 4 goals. You know, we get to see players like Hamza run around. Ndidi's like a man reborn. And just let's have fun with this season. We'll be back in the Premier League, and you know, crying about our team every other week instead, you know.
Could have been buzzing.
But right now, let's have fun with this.
But after this game, it just shows we've got one of the best defensive record at the moment. We've only conceded 6. The second best is Sunderland with 8. We've got We've got almost the best attack. You know, the only one that's beaten us is Norwich with 19. So in terms of goals, we're scoring the most, and we're conceding the least at the moment in the league, which is also everything's just looking great for Leicester at the moment in every aspect. I mean,
everything's coming up Foxes.
Apart from injuries.
Elijah, tell me what your timestamp is.
96 minutes 0123.
I don't know how I got behind. Mine is like
4. Oh, and Southampton and Leeds are the same. Southampton and Leeds are joint for 9th. Well, they're both 9th and 10th with 13 points. So they're 11 points behind us.
It will definitely be an interesting result if we end up being the only relegated team to go back up. But I do think that eventually Southampton and Leeds will find it.
Well, Southampton won their first game at they've only won 1 in 5 games. They've lost the last 4. One of them was against us.
Badly.
The only thing that I will lament about this season is that it will mean that we will have lost, as Blackburn shoots it up over the net, is that we will have lost our opportunity to have an away day at Kenilworth Road. Because we'll have just passed them by twice.
Right.
Yes, we won't be able to go to Luton Town. We might play them in the cup, but they beat Everton. Everton are like
Everton. Oh my God.
Everton is probably the team that I have an irrational dislike of, just because we went down and they didn't.
That's why I'm like, dude, they have our spot. They're in our spot. They're the ones that should be down here. They're trash.
I mean, but honestly, like, I'm not going to berate them too much because their ownership situation is a mess. Their finances are a mess. Like, I fear for them if they go down, that they could go down further.
Well, if you think of it this way, Chelsea are only 1 point ahead of Luton at the moment. Chelsea are 15th with 5 points.
Luton Town, biggest club in Greater West London.
See, Jono says Luton might stay up.
Honestly, they might. Some of the promoted teams have been shocking so far this season, and that's what gives me the concern about us getting promoted and then having too much confidence, is the fact that, like, Burnley were so good and they have 1 point so far this season.
Bournemouth.
Well, Burnley, how many points did Burnley get last season?
Sorry?
Did Burnley get 101 points last season? I think they did.
Yeah, I thought they said
something like that. And it's just like right now, like between Sheffield United, Burnley, Everton, and Luton Town, Derby County fans are just like watching the Premier League, just waiting for their points record to finally be broken.
Another club that's just
like,
wow.
Last season, they got 101 points, 10 clear of Sheffield United last season.
Yeah.
But imagine, right?
Full time.
Yeah, full time. Leicester
City whistle.
Blackburn won.
And again, especially if there's any Blackburn fans left in the chat here, like this scoreline deceives how well Blackburn played today.
Right, let's look at the stats. I think the stats might also look a bit. So if you look at the stats, we've had 11 shots. They've had 15. Both same on target. 4.
I'll be right back.
Every single shot we had, we scored.
Yep.
We've had 4 more percent possession than they've had. They've had only
1% better passing accuracy than we did.
Yeah. If you look at the stats, it's very even.
And that's exactly what I was saying. That like I think that like Blackburn fans, this scoreline doesn't reflect it, and I think you can hold your head up high. And I see you as an outside shot for the playoffs this season based on that performance alone.
But they are the 18th of 10 points. But if they play like that, who have they got next? They've got Coventry, so that's a very predictable game that they could win that, and against QPR afterwards. So they've got very winnable games. So
Yeah.
and
the other thing is, like, I think before this match day, I think it was 4th and 17th were separated by 6 points.
Yes.
So, like, we're still at that point where the league is taking shape. Like, I do think that Blackburn have a lot of positives to take from that game.
We've got a lot
And then
of
absolutely for both players that were injured, like McAteer for us and Pears for Blackburn, like, we're obviously going to be hoping that those aren't going to be long-term injuries.
No. Is Atgun a winger or a striker?
I think he's a winger, but I'm going to double check that.
So the way that Enzo plays is he takes a bunch of players and picks 2 of them to play out wide. That's Mavididi, McAteer. So they'll be on the sideline. They'll be on the sideline. And everyone else, those 4 other players, they got to play in the middle. They got to. It's like a square, and then they'll make triangles with the fullback or with the center back. So even if Atgun was a winger, or even if Ndidi was a defensive midfielder, or Ricky P was a left back, when it comes to the offense, they're going to play in the middle. They're going to play that square, and they're going to make the triangles with whoever. So, yeah, maybe he is a winger, but Atgun is definitely a midfielder in this system.
But he will start on the pitch as a winger, wouldn't he? He wouldn't start like in the centre and stay there. He would come on the right.
There was a match maybe 3 matches ago. I don't remember what match it was, but the starting lineup was like Mavididi, Atgun. It was all the people that we would consider wingers, and everybody was like, "Well, who's playing in the midfield?" And it was only in the midfield, KDH and Ndidi, I believe. No, Ndidi wasn't in the match. He got sat down that day, and that's why it kind of looked weird, because there wasn't this trio of midfielders that we're used to seeing.
It's just a box of cap and crunch. Oops, all wingers.
Yeah, it's all about the triangles and the runs, and making sure you flood that midfield, but make sure that those players are out wide to receive. Yeah, I think look, the style that we play, the system that we play is going to get us through. I think now that we're at the top of the table, we're not going to ever lose this spot.
I wouldn't speak too soon, but the way we're playing.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to.
I'm very optimistic. I'm always cautious about saying stuff like that, though. I'm going to add Jono in as well, if you're ready.
Jono and Jono.
Jono and Jono.
Hi, guys. Great result, wasn't it?
I'm
Very
pleased.
good.
I think it's almost exactly what I said at half time, wasn't it?
I said
you did predict a 4-1. You did.
No. Yeah, I didn't think they would get another goal either.
I mean, it didn't look like it, to be honest. The second half, Blackburn played really well, and I think we were second best, and we got hit them on the break, I guess. We got lucky with the penalty, I guess. But then once that penalty went in, it was inevitable what the result would be. So I think that Blackburn actually played the better half for me. But yeah, the result's what counts, I guess, and we move on. But I think we're going to absolutely smash this league. We already are, let's be honest. I think we've got Preston next, and I'm not scared of them at all. It sounds a bit arrogant, maybe, but I don't think we've got anything to fear from Preston being at home. So we beat them. I think what you say, Michael. I think once we're top, we beat Preston. Hopefully, or get a result next week. The midweek, and then we're not gonna give up first place. I think the players are really motivated to win it.
Yeah, if we beat Preston, we'll be 7 points clear of third place.
I think the only thing that could hold us back is injuries, and seeing Casey grab his hamstring today, really, really hurt when I saw it. Like, that would kind of hurt my heart. But like you said, like, we're playing so good. I don't fear Preston. I don't know these teams. I don't know these places. You know, I've only known the club as a Premier League. I don't know these places. And if they're in this lower division and we're coming with players like Pereira and Ndidi and Harry Winks, like, I think we're already bossing the league, and I think we can only keep on going up. Only thing can hold us back is injuries.
I agree. I think when teams come up against us, they also raise their game, and I think that was something that we were all a bit worried about at the beginning of the year, beginning of the season, that teams would see us as a scalp and raise their game against us. And I think we've coped with that really well, even though we've got away with a few results. I think our quality is now starting to show, and the amount of quality we've got on the bench where we can change things up just makes such a big difference. So I can only see it one way here, and that is that we're going to hopefully break the record with points. That's what I'm hoping, and that's what I'm hoping that they're aiming for. They're not going to say it in public, but I think Enzo's probably saying to the players, come on, we've got a real chance to make a bit of history here.
Well, we're used to making histories, aren't we? We're very used to breaking records in seasons. We've broken very, very famous ones. We've broken small ones, bad ones. So let's make another impressive record and get 107 points this season.
And always going into matches with the feeling that you're going to win, not like we're going to just try to get a point out of this, because sometimes you feel that way when you play against the big dogs like the Man Cities. Like we're gonna try to play solid defensively and catch them on the break. Like, no, we're going out there to play our football and score goals. I mean, Enzo even said that about the Liverpool game midweek. Like, we weren't going there to sit back and then catch them on the break. That would send a bad message to the players that the football that we're playing only works in certain situations. But
I mean, that's why I'm happy with the fact that, against a bit, like if we did that against Liverpool, teams like Ipswich and Preston will be like, well, we're the other teams competing for the league. They'll do that with us. So if we get the impression no matter who we're against, we're going to press and try to score goals, they'll be like, well, we can't do that. We can't press too much forwards because Jamie Vardy is going to run behind us and punish us.
And Blackburn pressed us today, and
they got punished.
They got punished the last goal, the first goal. So yeah, or not the first goal, the second goal, Jamie Vardy. Yeah. So yeah, we're playing our football. It's dope. I love it.
Just talking about Vardy as well. Like I was just double checking the Twitter to see if there was like some good stats or reactions to call out. And what Leicester City have just tweeted three minutes ago. You know that picture of the King of Queens doing this? They just tweeted that with Jamie Vardy when someone asks if he'll celebrate in front of opposition fans. And that's what he does best. He winds up the teams, and he did it again today.
He loves it. In the championship too, he loves it. Loves it.
And I just think it's just going, the mental state of the team, even if, I know it's championship, I know we're playing against lesser quality teams in the Premier League, but mentally our team, the club is so much happier. Like we got rid of loads of deadwood. We got Mike's gone, Elijah. We got rid of loads of deadwood. We got rid of awful staff. We got rid of Brandon Rodgers. I know that didn't help us with staying in the league, but I just think the players are just the players that stayed are in a much more better place mentally than any of the season for the last 2 seasons.
I still got 5 goals. We're having fun.
Jono, what did you Jono Towers, what did you think of Vardy's performance today?
I think he did all right. I think nothing spectacular. I think our forwards are still not quite hitting all right. They're still, what's the word? They're still not all guns blazing, so to speak. I think that they're still finding their way. Great finish from Vardy. It was a classic Vardy finish, wasn't it? So hopefully, and maybe it's confidence, maybe it's just adjusting to the new way we're playing. I think Nacho on recent displays needs to do a bit more. Vardy still seems to be the number one, which it surprises me because I thought Nacho would probably stamp his mark on the team this year and start, really bossing it. Maybe he still will, but I think it's still a rotation for the front players, and I think Daka's still got something to say about this league. I still think that he'll probably play a part somewhere along the line.
I think so too.
He's got so many games coming. He'll have to play eventually because Vardy and Nacho will tire out. Like he's rotating the team, I think, extremely well. I think he's doing a fantastic job making sure, like Brendan would have been the same team week in, week out until they get injured. Enzo's rotated very nicely, and eventually will have to come in. which I don't think is a bad thing. I think it's a good thing to play.
Elijah, your typing is loud.
I'm not doing anything.
Jono. Other Jono.
Oh, who's typing so loud?
Is it me? Sorry, I was just looking something up. I was
Who's typing?
just looking at the next fixtures, actually. I know
I
we've got
was
Preston,
hoping-
but I couldn't remember who we had after that. So we've got Stoke, yeah, and Swansea. All winnable. You know,
How
I
many
don't
more
want to sound
matches?
arrogant, but I think we could win all of those games.
How many
What?
more matches before the next break?
2. We've got Preston at home
Yeah.
in midweek. We've got Stoke before. We've got Stoke at the weekend. So both at home, very, very winnable.
And then there's a break after the weekend.
Yes, there's 2-week international break.
Okay.
So what I'm enjoying is playing like Wednesday, Saturday, or Sunday. Wednesday,
I
Saturday,
love
or
it.
Sunday.
I love
Yeah, we
football.
choose
I just bring on the games. Yeah, just bring on the games. And so I wanted to talk about the players today because in my mind, I could not pinpoint a player of the match. Everybody played all right, and then everybody played like spectacular in spells, and we got our goals. I can't pinpoint a player of the match. What do you guys think?
I didn't watch
I'm
the match.
inclined to
but
agree.
Yeah.
I
wonder
feel like it
what-
was some of our players did have like their off moments, especially when we gave away the goal to Blackburn. But I think overall it was 7s at worst for everybody who played across the board.
Yeah, no one played bad, but I didn't see anything spectacular. And like 4-1 is like, wow, we are so good. We didn't play the best football we could.
We're still finding our feet. Like people forget.
Yeah, we're still
Still
finding
not
our feet.
firing all cylinders. We're still developing our team, and we're beating. Once our team is fully developed and halfway the season, tell you what, we're going to be even more scary. Hopefully.
Yeah, at the beginning of the season, it was like 1-0, 2-1, and we were just waiting to score goals and pound teams into the ground, and we're still not pounding them, but the goal tally has been up the last couple matches. So yeah, I like it.
Definitely.
I like it a lot. It's like 6 a.m. and I'm already like 4 beers in. It's going to be a great Sunday.
You're not
I
going to work.
I think
I don't have to work today.
it might behoove us to start winding down. But thank you guys for joining me on the watch along. Jono, thanks for joining us at half and full time as well.
So no problem.
Lovely to have all of you who joined us in the audience as well. We'll obviously be around for other matches, and we got all sorts of shows coming all through the
Click
week.
the like button. Click the like button. Subscribe to get the notifications. Phil's show, Jamie's show, Reedy and Locks are doing Tactics Talk. Make sure you check out all the things that we got going on Leicester Fans TV. It's all about you guys.
Exactly. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching Leicester Fan TV. Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everards, Pucka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newbie & Co. Estate Agents. Make sure to follow us on all of our social channels at Leicester Fan TV. Visit our website, leicesterfantv.com.